Hi, I'm Chelly Wood, and this is my tiny sewing room where I make doll clothes sewing videos. Today I'm going to show you how to make this cute little shirt, which is designed to fit 7-inch dolls, like the Lottie doll from Arkloo, and similar sized dolls. Now, before we begin, please go to my website. It's called chellywood.com to download and print this free PDF sewing pattern. There's a link to the pattern in the description area below this video on YouTube. Use the pattern to cut out 2 shirt pieces. One will be a lining and the other one will be an outer fabric for your shirt. Lay the lining on top of the outer fabric, keeping right sides together. For the first stitches, I recommend that you hold the fabric in place with a straight pin right through the middle of the garment. Sew around the neckline, back closure areas, and the bottom of each back. That means here and right here. Now you can remove your straight pin. Sew across the bottom of each sleeve, and the sleeves are marked on the pattern. Here's a closer look at the sleeves. Note, it's just 1 stitch per sleeve, not 2, although your pattern can be a little confusing about that. Clip all the seams that you've done so far. I'll be using Fisker Stitcher's mini scissors, and if you need a pair of these, there is a link to them in the description below. So you want to make sure you don't cross over your stitches, and you also want to clip any corners that stick out like a triangle. Okay, so clip seams and corners. I'm doing the neckline now, and I'm sorry it goes a little off camera. We had guests in our house, and so I was filming in a different room than I usually use. Now invert. I'll be using a chopstick for this. If you need some chopsticks, again, there's a link in the description area below. They're great for inverting doll clothes, as you'll see right here. And again, I apologize, the lighting isn't great in this guest room where I'm working. Press your seams. My iron is a Tulip mini iron. I get questions about that a lot. Now my garment should look like this. You're going to flip your shirt over to the outer fabric's side and then fold the garment at the shoulder like you see me doing right here. So I just fold it like that, and then I'm going to sew from the end of the sleeve just a little round C shape. Sew from the edge of the sleeve to just shy of the bottom of the shirt's back. Leave an unsewn space at the bottom of the shirt's back. Here are my stitches so you can see what I mean by that. Now you're going to fold the other side the same way we did the previous one and stitch it partially just like we did before. Okay, so again, I'm just going to fold this at the shoulder and then I'm going to stitch right here. Now your garment should look like this. Fold the bottom of the shirt front inside itself, and that's hard to understand, so I'm going to show you. So we're looking at the back. Now this is the front. You're going to fold the lining in, and then you're going to fold the outer fabric in, and it's going to make kind of a little mouth there, like a puppet mouth. And it's a good idea to use straight pins to hold this in place. We're going to whip stitch to seal that off. And you want to check it against the backs to make sure and make adjustments if it doesn't quite match the length of the back. Okay, keep checking it to see if it's about the same. Hold this in place with straight pins, like you see that I've done here. whip stitch, or if you're good at it, use a ladder stitch to seal this hem area. If you need help with the whip stitch, I do have a tutorial for that. Just look in the description below this video on YouTube. As you stitch across the bottom of the front, remove the straight pins as you sew along. After you finish the whip stitch along the bottom of the front of the shirt, you still need to sew those side seams that we didn't quite finish. I'll be using a back stitch here. Finish sewing the side seams on both sides of the garment. It's a very tiny seam under that arm, so carefully clip these seams at the underarm area, and that's what I'm doing here. Okay, so again, just make sure you don't cross over your stitches and give it a few snips. Invert the garment, which is what I'm doing here. Add some Velcro or snaps to create a back closure. I've cut 3/4 inch wide Velcro vertically, so it's a little narrower strip. And now I'm ready to try my shirt on a doll. For more free, printable PDF sewing patterns to fit dolls of many shapes and all different sizes, please remember to visit my website, chellywood.com. What if there was an easy way to take a big doll pattern and resize it to fit a little doll, or vice versa? I'm Chelly Wood, the doll clothing designer, and in my pattern alteration class, I'm going to share with you my resizing formula. Pattern alteration is when you take a pattern that you already own and you make changes to it. Let's say a dress doesn't fit your doll quite right. I'll show you how to create a gusset to extend the dress's bodice. Along the same lines, I'll show you how to use a doll's body measurements to lengthen and shorten shirt sleeves, and to recreate the pants patterns you already own so they will fit dolls of different shapes and sizes. Following my instructions, you'll learn how to reshape dresses and skirts, making them fuller or less full depending on the look you're going for. With this collection of more than 40 videos, you'll use my measurement guide and dozens of tips and tricks to create a full wardrobe for the doll or dolls of your choice. I invite you to join me. We are going to have so much fun.